Good morning. My name is Gerald Rhodes. I am a chef, coach, culinary expert, and today I'm talking to you about coffee. How do you start your day? So as you may or may not know, I have this great morning routine that I do every day. So each morning I wake up, I meditate for 10, 20 minutes. Then I go for a short bike ride. It's about a 5-mile, 6-mile bike ride. Then I come back and I make some delicious coffee. And it all starts with delicious coffee beans. So I get my coffee from a couple of local places. There's one right around the corner from me. It's called Ozo Coffee. They make delicious coffee and they roast their own tremendous coffee beans. Another place, this particular coffee is an Ethiopian coffee, and I got this from Otis, which is another local roaster. But my favorite place to get coffee is from the Coffee Ride. It's right here in Boulder. On Tuesdays, he roasts the coffee. Josh roasts the coffee. On Wednesdays, he packages it all up. And then on Thursdays, he delivers it by bicycle. And that's why he calls it the Coffee Ride. And it is delicious. It is fantastic. And I don't know if you know, but coffee is one of those things where there are so many different flavors and nuances to it. I know it's so popular now in the age of Starbucks to have coffee that is really strong, but also really bitter. So it has this overwhelming bitter taste. So it naturally lends itself to adding more milk and particularly adding more sugar to the coffee. And it really, you're really getting away from what coffee is really all about, and you're diving into something else. And again, it's really more about that sugar and that cream. But coffee on its own can have such incredible and delicious flavors if you just give yourself a chance to taste it. So each morning I make French press coffee. That's the way that I love to make my coffee, and this is going to lead into how to make bulletproof coffee. So it's this whole process, it's this whole ritual that I do, and it may seem like a lot of steps, and for a lot of people maybe the goal is just to get that jolt of caffeine and get on with your day, but this is a ritual that I like to do each and every day as a part of my morning. Okay, it is a way of creating a sense of luxury for myself. And it's really simple to do, and it's really not that much more expensive to do either. But again, that feeling of luxury, that feeling of taking care of yourself really goes a long way. So in order to make the French press coffee, again, I start with delicious, freshly roasted coffee beans. And then I grind them by hand with a ceramic burr grinder, and I grind them to a specific coarseness. And then pour that into a beaker, the French press beaker, and then I pour the hot water over that. So it's just almost at a boil. I use a thermometer to literally measure the temperature of the water to make sure that it's not too hot, that it's not going to scald the beans. And then I go ahead and I stir the coffee for 1 minute in the beaker. So I have a special wooden stir that I use, bamboo stir that I use in order to stir the coffee beans. And then I go ahead and I put the plunger on there, and I let it brew for 4 minutes. And then once it's done brewing, I push the plunger down, and then you have delicious French press coffee. Now, in order to make bulletproof coffee, is just actually just one more step. So what I do is I take that warm coffee, and I usually take a few sips of it first to enjoy that first. But pour that coffee into a blender, put 1 tablespoon of grass-fed butter in there, 1 tablespoon of MCT oil. Okay, that's a coconut-based oil with lots of great fatty acids in there. And then I also put a little bit of collagen in there as well. Put that in the blender, let it blend for, I don't know, 30 seconds or so, and then you have this nice, frothy, creamy, totally emulsified Bulletproof coffee. It's a great way to get a great jolt of caffeine, but it's also a great way to get those essential fats that you need for great brain function, so that, especially if you're waking up and you're doing some work first thing in the morning, it's a great way to be able to focus and a great way to be able to get the nutrients that your brain needs first thing in the morning. So I'd love to hear from you. How do you like to make your coffee every morning? How do you like to create a bit of luxury in your morning? And what do you do for your morning routine? I'd love to know more about you. Zesty Experience, where we strengthen relationships through food. We create tremendous and unique culinary experiences where you get to feel more love and connection with the people that mean the most to you. We have this great service that we're providing for people, and we'd love for you to be a part of it. Let me know in the comments below how we can best serve you. My name is Gerald Rhodes. I am a chef, culinary expert, and chef and coach, and I am so excited to be able to bring this service to you, and I'm so excited to talk about delicious coffee for you, and I hope that you have a great morning. Good morning.